Good morning! We had a very long night, so we are going to get coffee. Tell me where we're going.
It's this little place called Gabby. I'm a little hesitant to share it because there's no sign above the door, so not a lot of people know where it is, but it's really cute. I'm excited to show you.
I'm excited. So we're gonna go get coffee and then we are starting our day. We're going to go on an adventure and fill the void that is left by Ren Faire season. The between of Ren Faire season. So yeah, you can come along with us.
I want a couch swing now.
Why? You should.
Yeah, I want a couch swing.
Instead of get a couch swing instead of getting a food.
Instead of getting a pull-out couch
sleep
for people
there.
to sleep.
Yeah,
I'll sleep on the couch. Like
I will.
Okay, excellent.
I will sleep on the couch.
I will make a couch swing.
Perfect. I think you could have one outside.
We could definitely have one.
On your little patio.
Yeah,
that'd be
maybe
cute.
not in the house. I don't know, like the building code would allow for a couch swing in my house.
Yeah, maybe not on the second floor. I was just thinking about it and I was like, wait, actually, hold on.
Oh, it's like one of those, yeah, you choose the challenge and then you move all the way.
Cats and boxes.
What if I
Atlas.
did?
Yes. You should get a cat game.
They have them for everybody.
Adventures ration.
Eldritch Eats? Are you kidding me? Honey ham?
I wonder if they're good. Mythical meats.
Do we try them?
Mythical meat sounds questionable.
You don't like that I said engage
Engaged with the beef stick.
Too bad.
So we are outside of Night and Day Games, which was super fun. We saw dice that I recognize. We saw lots of different games that I want out of the art styles.
Yeah.
And we got, I've been advertised for this multiple times.
Really?
Yes. So we got the Mythical Meats Dungeons and Dragons, like adventures ration. So it's called Trailblazer Treat. It's the Ranger one.
Show the camera.
Am I an influencer
Show the camera.
yet?
Do an influencer thing.
Oh yeah, anyway. It's hickory smoked venison with beef stick.
Honestly, it sounded like one of the more promising ones.
One of the more like tame ones. There was like yak and camel and alligator and I was like, I cannot.
You were like, let's try the Ranger one, and literally the first descriptor on it was slow burn alligator.
That was
no, that was
Rogue.
The Rogue. Yep.
This is the Ranger.
This is the
so
Ranger.
We'll see. It just tastes like beef jerky.
It does. It tastes like a mixture of like a deli meat and a beef jerky. It's good.
Have you ever read the ingredients on a beef stick? I don't recommend it. All right.
Well,
We're gonna go to another one.
So what are you looking for in this Magic the Gathering system?
So anyway, I'm collecting the entirety of the Bloomborough set. So
How many cards is that again?
A lot.
Okay.
A lot. I have a little spreadsheet on my phone that has all of the cards divided by types.
Nice.
And what I'm missing.
Jesus Christ. Parker, this is a lot of cards.
It is. Yes. I don't have a lot of like the like raised foils or the fancy ones yet, but I have a lot of cards. A lot of cards.
So what's one that you're looking for right now?
So, one of the ones that I'm looking for, and I probably won't have it because nobody does. It's a card called Ren the Relentless, and it is a really disgusting Demir rat card that you can use to make just an army of rats.
Oh, I love it.
He is gross. And I've been collecting rat cards forever
So
because I'm
that
gonna
you can
make
get
a rat
hit.
deck.
I see. Okay.
But He's from Bloomberg, but I have yet to find him in a store. And I'm probably just gonna have to buy him online, but I've been refusing. So I need actually, I think both of these cards. I might.
What's the difference? But the only difference is the art?
Yes.
And you need both of them anyway?
See, there's a whole separate section.
This is why I don't want to get into Magic, Parker.
Yeah, that's probably best, I'm gonna be honest.
The stack of cards is all Bloomberg.
It's not even all the ones I need. Those are the ones that they had.
It's cute animals.
It's cute.
There it is, there it is.
Ah! Oh, it switched right when I hit record.
Oh, there it is.
We're going over there. It's behind a fence right now, but look at her. So cheesy and pretty and fun. I love her. One time somebody was like, oh, like, where would you want to stay in Vegas? And I was like, Excalibur. And they were like, that is not a nice hotel.
Bellagio.
And I was like, no, but it's a castle. We parked.
We parked.
It was a adventure. We're gonna go with adventure. Because it's nicer than the word I want to say. My jacket.
With your coat over your Ren Faire. We're going to the castle in our Ren Faire gear under our coats.
Oh, it's so pretty. Oh. Team Dragon. Okay, but kind of nice to be the first people in here. All the countries.
I considered getting us seats in Ireland.
Cute.
But I thought Dragon was a little more appropriate.
It sounds more fun. I'm ready. This is us. Fun!
There's only one real option.
Front row! Front row! I'm so excited!
Adventures.
We're here.
Adventures.
Adventures.
Like what?
I know, we're right next to the cheer squad. If I can't have meat, I will have a pina colada. This is the wine from the can, and this is my pina colada, and then we have these Jello shots for after. We got Jello shots. I'm glad the children are buying this.
I'm not coming out.
You have to do the tongue trick.
I didn't want to do that on your vlog.
Oh, I did it before the camera started. I did it before the camera started.
I don't like shots you have to chew.
I didn't chew mine. It's all at the bottom. Yeah. Anyway, there's not meat, so we took Jello. M's regretting this choice.
Have I ever told you how much I hate Jello?
Why did we get Jello shots? We could have got regular shots.
I don't know, in my brain it sounded fun.
Okay.
Ugh,
They always sound like more fun than they actually are.
This is an occasion for rowdiness. Good evening! That's it, my friends. Much better. Keep that up. I am Merlin, friend and counsel to good King Arthur.
Of course.
And I have been sent forth to inform you of His Majesty's rules on cameras.
You guys got the memo of the dress.
Of course.
Love it.
All right, well, you smile, you don't. Okay. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
Okay. We did it.
The show is amazing.
It was so good. It was honestly a lot of fun. So we couldn't film.
Yeah.
I filmed the part where Merlin tells us we
Not to
can't film. And then I went, okay. So we'll keep all the like story beats a secret, but it was really, really fun. As far as comparing it to medieval times, I think that it was a lot, like costuming wise, I thought it was a lot cooler.
So good.
Because it's only a stadium for like 900 people. There were not 900 people there. But you're like up close and personal with them, and the costuming was fantastic.
Yeah, you could like reach your arm out
Yeah.
and get really close to it. Like
There were a couple of times where there were shirtless men doing squire things that then turned and made direct, like fully
Yeah.
just eye level with
Full,
us.
yeah.
And I was like, hi. All of the kings were hot.
Yeah, they were very unfortunately high because we were in the dragon section.
Yes,
who were the bad guys. So we had to boo all of them, but they kept coming out, and we were like,
Yeah. We did get seated next to an entire cheer team that was there for competitive something this weekend. Very cute.
They were
Some of
very
them,
cute.
some of them before the show started were like, "Excuse me," and then told me that I was beautiful. And so I'll be carrying that with me forever because small children don't say things that they don't mean that
This
they
is
don't
true.
have to.
This is
Let's see what else. All the dancers were fantastic.
The dance was fantastic.
So
yeah,
many quick changes.
To me, I felt way more engrossed in the story.
Yes.
Like the story itself was very simple and very predictable.
Yeah.
But the actual, like the combat, the tournament itself,
Yes.
the dancing, singing, there was
There
like
were
actual
singers.
live sing.
Hello.
So the show, I really liked the show. I felt very engrossed in it. I've
Yes.
seen Medieval Times
A couple different locations.
half a dozen times in a couple locations, and it's always fantastic.
It
I
is.
love Medieval Times.
There was a lot more stage combat on a larger scale at medieval times.
Yeah.
This one was a lot more up close and personal and
excellent.
very good.
It's excellent.
Fairly certain that the king of Hungary was probably their choreo.
Stuck yeah.
They're
He was-
like, I was like, he was a little older and
a little Mads
he
Mikkelsen.
was like fantastic.
He was very good.
Favorite king. Go ahead, say it.
Oh.
Go ahead, say it in the language. Yeah. Yeah.
C'est le
Yeah.
roi de France, ouais.
France?
Oh,
King,
no.
The king of France
He
gave
came
like,
out and you looked at me and said, "Oh no."
oh no. Yeah, that's true.
He was giving Flynn Rider a little bit.
He was giving like Timothy Chalamet.
That's fair.
Yeah.
He did keep every time he would ride by, he'd like
My
every
hair.
time. They all had great hair.
They all had good hair.
They all had really nice hair.
Spain was a short king.
Spain was a short king.
That was fun.
And he rocked it.
He did. I think my favorite was probably Ireland. Yeah.
you're gonna say
Very, very Irish, and then his beard was braided.
He did have a
And it
really
was
great, yeah.
very good. And then he had like really nice hair.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
it was
yeah,
very
yeah.
fun.
No, that was a lot of fun.
It was funny. There was a moment where there was a like on the ground stage combat thing, and the king of Hungary like loses, I think, and he like walks back by dejected, and we're supposed to boo everyone because we're on the
I'm
evil
booing
side.
everyone.
So I was booing everyone, and I, without thinking about it, was like, "You did a really good job."
Now, there was another point. I can't remember. Somebody rode by and you cheered for them, and you went woo, and then you looked at me and you were like.
I
so
aesthetically
cute.
did not match.
It was so cute.
I was
No, I just loved. It was really cool to see the different weaponry that they used as well.
There were
Because
like
there were
maces,
maces,
swords.
Yeah,
They did a lot less with the horses. That was one of the things that we commented
they
on.
didn't have as much room to work with the horses.
But the horses were really well trained and looked very happy and well taken care of, and that matters to me.
No, that's good. That matters to me too. I just don't know what that looks like.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I trust you on that. Food was pretty decent too.
Yeah,
honestly.
it was. It was pretty decent. There were options for if you had allergies and gluten-free anything, but obviously we just went with the standard.
Yeah, the alcohol was a little expensive.
Fair.
And it was also like not on theme necessarily.
Yeah, I would have
had a
loved
can of
mead.
wine,
I had a pina colada
and we had
Jell-O
shots.
and they were not good.
They were not great.
They were Jell-O shots.
They were like manufactured Jell-O shots, which is like not a Jell-O shot you should ever be having.
No.
So my suggestion would be probably to pregame.
Yes.
If you're gonna go to this, I would get like a mead or something and,
And also
drink in the parking lot.
segue if you're parking. So Our debacle with parking was that we pulled in to park at Excalibur's actual parking deck and were greeted by people that apparently take over the parking deck during events.
During hockey
And there
games
was a hockey game. And we didn't know. And so we got there early to try and get a drink at the bar before we had to go to the event. And they were like, oh, well, like, it's still event parking. So we had to pay $30
for the hockey game parking.
even though we weren't going to the hockey game.
It was just a little, like, disappointing.
Yeah.
Especially because it felt like the front desk manager,
He just didn't care.
he didn't care, but he also didn't have a ton of information.
Every question I asked, he was like, well, I don't know. And I'm
Yeah.
like, what do you mean?
And he was like, well, you can look it up.
And it's like, shouldn't you know that?
You're the manager.
This is your job.
This is your job.
I'm just here for fun.
Yeah.
Despite the fact that people thought that I was working at the show.
The show itself was still spectacular.
It was very good.
All of the actors and actresses, like, everybody was phenomenal.
Everyone was good.
There was a flamethrower.
There was a flamethrower. Spoilers. I highly recommend going. It's really interesting. We were doing research as we waited for it to open. So the show that is currently on started in 1999, and it has not changed since 1999. Which in some of the aspects you can kind of tell. It's a little nostalgia.
Yeah,
but I thought it was
fine.
really cool, and I think it's one of the cool things with, like, Medieval Times has to change it because, like, they want people to keep coming back. Vegas shows can stay the same
Yeah.
because you
Yeah.
don't come to Vegas a ton, and if you do, you're not coming for shows.
Something about the nostalgia of it to me kind of felt like a very appropriate, like, bookend to our day.
Yeah.
Because we in the Natural 20 store, they had, like, the old D&D books.
Yeah.
And so it was kind of cool to, like, we've been like reminiscing all day about, like, your dad playing D&D
Yeah.
and stuff like that. So it kind of felt fun to, like, have the end of the day be this kind of nostalgic, nerdy experience.
Nerdy, like, 1990s fantasy show.
Yeah. I think that it kind of goes to show that, like, things like this will persevere.
Yeah.
And are timeless. Like, there are certain hobbies and certain things you can enjoy that might seem, you know, kitschy or cringy or whatever it is, but, like, this stuff has been around for decades.
And there's a reason
Yeah.
that fantasy is such a popular genre and why so many people relate to, like, being able to step into a world that isn't your own for a second. And, like, this was kind of how we were, like, filling the void before Ren Faire season started. Because Ren Fairs are how I prefer to escape from reality and, like, step into it and, like, enjoy hanging out with my friends and fun outfits and things. And so it's nice to be able to do something like that even when you can't go to Ren Faire.
Ah, that was such a great end of the sentence. We'll fill you in later. Bye.